I woke up feeling a little anxious this morning, which was like surprising to me because the last 3 days I've woken up and just felt incredible gratitude just like right away as I woke up. But it's not always like that, and so I didn't really feel like going too much into like my meditation and journaling. But I know with myself that when I feel that way, that's when I need it the most. That's when we need it the most, because that's when there's something for us that we need to discover and unfold or get to the bottom of. And now I've done it, and it was really freaking powerful, and I feel really good again. And I just needed to figure out what it was trying to tell me, because it's always trying to tell us something, I think. Oftentimes when we want to do it the least is when it can be most powerful and when we need it the most. I feel like the more meditation and the more journaling and the more I work on myself, the more aware I become of like those small things when something's off, which helps me like solve it right away. Where I feel like before, I maybe would feel something, but I wouldn't actually be conscious or aware of me feeling something. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but I feel like if you have experienced it, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, let's do this. Woohoo! The excited feeling that I woke up with is officially gone. Whoa! We don't want to see that leftover makeup. Zoom out, come on. The reason that I do only 10 minutes of sprinting in the morning and not my full workout is because I feel like in the morning is when I have the most creative energy, is when I'm the most productive. So I like to just get 10 minutes in, feel strong AF, be uncomfortable, and that just gives me like super good energy for the rest of the day. There was a point where I did do my workout in the morning, but I just, for right now, I mean, life has seasons, and right now this is what really works well for me. Also, I just love these mountains. You know how I said last time that because of oat milk I've been getting the best coffee of my life? I was wrong, because I realized that Elsandra in her house had this pumpkin spice seasoned coffee, and so yes, the coffee is incredible with oat milk, but the pumpkin spice coffee really was what made it. So I went back to Trader Joe's, and guess what? They only sell it once a year, so I'm gonna have to wait a full year to get it again. But they did have some Christmas coffee, so now I tried this gingerbread coffee. I haven't actually tried it yet, but hopefully it's gonna be just as good. I changed a lot within my diet since coming back, and it may not seem like it when you see my meals, because yes, I eat a lot of the same things, but to me, it feels a lot different. I wanna get you up because I feel like I have to bend over. So I eat a lot bigger meals now, and I don't snack. And this is a big thing for me, because I've always been a crazy snacker. Like I would eat at least 8 times a day. I feel like it's like going to the bathroom, let me grab a snack, going to grab a cup of water, let me grab a snack, and I would just never give my body a break and let it do its thing and digest. And in Ayurveda, they're very much about like giving your body at least 3 hours to digest your food after a meal. And when we did that at the Ayurveda retreat, it just felt really good. Like my body felt so incredible doing that. So since I've come back, I've only been eating 3 to 4 meals a day, and it's felt really good. Also, when I'm done eating my dinner, I'll like not snack and eat right before bed, and that just makes me get a much better sleep, which we all know that we shouldn't eat right before bed anyway, and I knew that the entire time, but I just didn't take it serious. I think that when we need to make changes like that, that are that has something to do with getting out of our regular habits, we have to really make a commitment to ourselves, because if we just like kind of sort of decide, then it's never gonna last. We really have to like promise ourselves, and so I promised myself, and it feels really freaking good. Another thing I did is add a lot more fats to my diet. We all know that that helps us stay full for longer, which adding a lot of fats to your food, which like now I eat more fats than I did before, it gives you so much clarity, and my body just feels clean, and yeah, it feels amazing. And I haven't been tracking at all. Like I actually don't know what my calorie intake is. I just eat till I'm really freaking full, so that I know I can last those 3 hours, or so that I know I can last for the entire night till I wake up in the morning. I know I eat healthy foods. I know I eat a lot of high protein foods because I'm eating a lot of the same things as before. Now I just eat a soup with every meal, an Ayurveda soup. I also don't have stevia in my house anymore. I only have like some liquid stevia that I'll mix with this jam that I make to put on top of my Greek yogurt. I've just known for a long time that I needed to make changes, and now I've made them. And I know with myself that when I commit to something, I stick to it. But I have to make that commitment very clear to myself. Also, I use coconut oil on my eggs now, which is something that I've never done before. We're making an omelet, by the way, and oatmeal, because I don't just eat one meal. I eat actually 3. I have an appetizer, a main, and a dessert, because that's what we did at the Aruveda Retreat, and I loved that. So yes, I am eating vegetable soup in the morning. I've been pretty good at reheating all of my soups in a pot and not in the microwave, because I know that it kind of crushes the nutrients in the foods. But the funny thing is that with my oatmeal, with protein powder, I still use the microwave because, yeah, I feel like there's less good nutrients that you can crush, and you got to pick your battles, right? So I was obsessed with these when I was in Denmark, and I finally found them in America. They've been here the entire time in literally every shop, but I think I've just been blind to them, so I add that to my oatmeal. I usually add cranberries too, but I'm out. And my oatmeal this morning is gonna be my dessert, because it's kind of sweet when you add this protein powder from One Up Nutrition that I love and that I've used in many of my recipes. So I still do use like protein powder and stuff, just a little less. I just put veggies and then egg white, and then I get my fats in through avocado, coconut oil, and then also the soup has some fats in it as well. So I feel very satisfied after a meal like this. Can we take a moment to appreciate this avocado? Okay. Maybe if I cover this up. Also, these nails. Something's gotta be done. For my omelet, I add one of these tortillas, and then I add sugar-free ketchup, because I'm a ketchup fan, and then I feel like when there's no added sugar, it's just a little bit better. Okay, so I know that from the looks of this, it doesn't look like I changed up a lot in my diet. Oftentimes, when we want to make changes, I think it is just the simple things, like the fact that oh my god, it's too loud out here. Can you hear me? Making sure that I'm eating enough fat and giving myself that 3-hour window and not snacking right before bed, and making sure that I get the nutrients in the soups that I'm eating. Even though I've been eating vegetables, I think the fact that I'm making different soups and changing it up, I make sure to get like all the vitamins and all the minerals. Also, it makes me enjoy my food more because I'm not eating constantly. I'm like really enjoying it every time I'm eating, and just not having a lot of artificial sweetener and less processed foods. Letting go of stevia more has been such a good cleanse for my body. Personally, I want to just be healthy and do what is good for my body all around, and that's also what I want to represent to the people who are watching me. I'm learning as I go, and I know that those low-calorie, high-protein recipes can help a lot of people who are like finding it hard to not be able to have sweets, and if you're able to do it in moderation, it's great. But if it becomes like a every meal or everyday kind of habit, it can become too much. It's a new chapter, it's new days. And like I still put protein powder in my oatmeal and stuff, but I just think everything in moderation is good. And like I mentioned, I still eat yogurt, and I'll still sometimes make a protein cake, but it's gonna be more of a special occasion kind of thing. I'm gonna share some of these soup recipes with you a little bit later, if you wanna make them. That was really good. I'd love to make a what I eat in a day video. I just feel like I just posted one, the one from Ayurveda. But if that's something you want to see again, as in like my new diet since I've come home, then let me know. And just like in Sri Lanka, every meal I finish with a cup of tea. The workout that I'm gonna do is this workout from my Kickstart January challenge, which is freaking awesome. It's like in and out, you get the work done every single day. During that challenge, there's gonna be a different workout, and each of them are very different, but very fun and kind of intense. If you wanna join me for 30 days of workouts, of a morning routine every single day, a Facebook community, weekly Q&As with a nutritional guide, and create a routine for you that's gonna set you up for success for the entire year and not just January. It's time for you to work out. Let's go. time to go to class. Nice, let's go buy some stuff. Since I've been back from my Aruveda retreat, I've been loving eating these soups with my meals, and so I thought we could meal prep 3 of these soups together today. It's literally the simplest and the most quick meal prep that you can do for the week. All recipes will be in the description as well. So today we're making spinach soup, broccoli soup, and beet soup, which is the one that I also made in my previous video. For all these recipes, you simply just start off by chopping up some onion and cooking them with your coconut oil or ghee, if you have that available, till it's golden brown. If ginger or garlic is included in the recipe, you can cook this together with the onions. Now once it's golden brown, you can add the rest of the ingredients and cook for about 5 minutes, so it's just a little bit cooked. And then while that's cooking for those 5 minutes, you can chop up the veggies for the next recipe, so that once this first recipe is cooked for 5 minutes and it's ready to go into the blender, you can start cooking your second soup. And I don't really bother to wash the blender in between because it's basically all just veggies, so it doesn't matter if it gets mixed in a little bit. And since I made 3 of these soups today, I just did this process 3 times and voila! Ayurveda soup for the week. I got this strategy from my mom, who did a 2-week soup cleanse, and so she was making a lot of soups at the same time, and so this was a very effective way to do it. If you don't have to worry about filming at the same time, this whole process will probably take you about 40 minutes with cleaning and everything. May be absolute TMI, but if you eat these soups, it's just like a natural cleanse every day that just makes your whole system get it out very smoothly. I'm trying to say this in a way that's not too gross if you're eating or something. If you watch my Ayurveda video, you know that I had issues with that, but with these soups, ain't an issue anymore.